Digital marketing. This is the Coffee Cup, Company 119. My name is Ryan Gilkerson, lead creative here at Company 119, and we're very glad you could join us. Our industry is full of buzzwords, and some of them drive me absolutely crazy. We laugh about it a lot. There's a lot of companies that have monkey in their title for some reason. I'm not sure what it has to do with marketing, but there's a lot of monkey companies. And there's a lot of the big buzz term that everybody always says is that all of their platforms and software, everything is scalable, which just means that it can grow with your business, which pretty much every platform should be at this point. You could talk about your verticals. You could talk about your deliverables. There's all types of words that people throw out all the time in our industry. And sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming. Well, there's a couple of new types of marketing that are going to be buzzwords that you're going to hear a lot over the coming months and years. And I thought it might be fun to take a look at a couple different buzzwords to describe different types of marketing that are going on in the digital marketing world. So Skyward.com, Content Standard, they put out an awesome article that talked about some new buzzwords that are out. Virtual Assistant John, if we could show them what this looks like. If you go to Skyward, it's called Deciphering the New Digital Marketing Buzzwords, Immersive, Experiential, and Multisensory. It was actually released last year, but it's still very relevant. So it's talking about 3 different types of marketing that you're seeing and don't even know what they're called sometimes. So immersive marketing is probably the one that everybody thinks of when they think about virtual reality. Immersive marketing is where you're actually placed in the middle of a 3D experience in most cases, and you're completely surrounded by marketing. So for example, Tom's, the shoe company, they have a shoe company where if you buy a pair of their shoes, they send one overseas for charity work. So what they do is they actually have a virtual reality program that you can get in the middle of, then they'll take you to where your shoes were sent. So they'll take you to a village in Africa or in Asia, and they'll put you in the middle of this village, and you can actually walk around and get a 360-degree view of the place that you're helping. It's really cool. But it's more than just that. Immersive marketing is also a virtual reality experience that can be had with a bot. So for example, there's Estee Lauder. They sell certain types of lipstick, right? So you can actually have a virtual assistant bot walk you through picking out different types of makeup, and it can even show you what that makeup would look like on your face with your skin color, what the finishes would look like and things like that. So immersive technology or immersive marketing just means that you're surrounded by virtual reality. It doesn't necessarily have to be a VR experience. It can be with a bot that makes it feel like there's a real live person helping you with things. Then there's experiential marketing. Experiential marketing is one of my favorite trends that we're seeing quite a bit. It's where you have an experience revolving around a brand that's not necessarily virtual reality. It's really happening in front of you. And some examples of this that you might be aware of but didn't know that's what we were calling experiential marketing are things like when they're doing a television show, like for example, Game of Thrones and Stranger Things, I know for a fact both have these, where they have like a pop-up bar or a pop-up restaurant that's only there for a weekend or it's only there for a week, and it pops up somewhere and it's all branding for that show, and then it's gone. Those are all marketing ploys. Those aren't just fan experiences, obviously. They're there to get people engaged and involved with the show. Another example of that with Game of Thrones is they had the White Walkers from Game of Thrones, which are the monsters in Game of Thrones, and they just had people dressed like them just walking throughout New York City one time. And it really caused a big stir, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, there's White Walkers everywhere. That's an experience, experiential marketing. Another one that I liked, I thought was pretty cool, is Carlsberg Beer had a poster, like a billboard-sized poster that was ground level in New York City with a beer tap on it, and it said, possibly the best poster in the world, free beer. And there was a line of people that were there just to get a free beer from Carlsberg Beer. So that's experiential. It's there, it's in front of you, it's interactive, it gives you an experience revolving around the brand. And then finally, you've got multisensory marketing. Now, multisensory marketing has been around for a long time. You might have experienced and not even known it. Multisensory marketing is when a company will appeal to different senses at the same time to make you feel a certain way and make you feel a certain emotional response to their product. Disney World has been doing this forever. When you go into different parts of Disney World, around different restaurants, when you walk through Epcot Center and you've got different countries and they have different types of food. They pump scents out into the air that smell like the food that's in that restaurant to make you come in there. When you walk into the stores at Disney World, they have certain songs playing. They have certain messages playing. Now grocery stores are doing that, where you hear the certain messages that are playing as you walk around. You don't even realize that you're getting bombarded with advertising because it's multisensory. Well, a lot of companies are doing that now. Dunkin Donuts saw a 300% increase in sales in Japan by using multisensory marketing. They would actually, on the transit buses, they would pump the smell of their donuts into the sensory into the buses, and then they'd also have a jingle playing in the background as people were driving around. They saw a 300% increase in sales just because people were getting that multisensory experience. They were getting off the bus and immediately going to Dunkin Donuts. Now, is that kind of mind control? Yeah, but so is all advertising, right? That's what everybody does. So remember those 3 buzzwords in advertising. They all have some digital aspect to them, and they can all tie right back into what you're doing on your website, on your social media marketing. It can all tie back in together to give a great multisensory or experiential experience that your customers can have when they're thinking about your product. It's all scalable and it's vertical. So listen, thanks for joining us. You just learned more about different marketing experiences that were impacting customers before you finished your first cup of coffee than your competition will all day. Thanks for joining us.